Alexis Nunes here alongside a smiling Shaka Hislop who just happened to play for Newcastle, who just happened to manage to beat what has been Shaka high-flying Everton this season, but back-to-back losses now for the Toffees. But you know what? Let's talk about Newcastle, shall we? Because those are your boys. You've got the crest right behind you in your house. What did they do so well today?
I thought Newcastle did as they always have done under Steve Bruce. They soak pressure up well. They become far more organised over the last 5 or 6 games. Defensively, Darlow has been outstanding between the sticks, and then take chances when they come. I'll be honest. After the first 45, I thought this game was destined for 0-0. Everton without James Rodriguez, no creativity on the park. You mentioned the fact that this is now their second loss in a row. Add that to the Liverpool result when, on the face of it, okay, that's fine, but that's no wins in three. And in all honesty, they could have and probably should have lost that one against Liverpool as well. And it showed. Their draining confidence showed against Newcastle United. But like I said, this game felt like it was heading to 0-0 until the penalty. And one that had to be given. I'm trying to remember exactly who the defender is. Doesn't see Callum Wilson coming near post, doesn't get a shout from his teammates. Contact is made, and a soft penalty, but a penalty nonetheless. And then Newcastle double their lead. Everton make it interesting in the end. But all in all, Newcastle and Steve Bruce's game plan continues to work well for them.
That's true indeed. And I mean, as we said, we praise Steve Bruce for Newcastle. We have been praising Carlo Ancelotti for what he's been doing at Everton. But we did say the back-to-back losses to Southampton, now to Newcastle. We didn't expect Everton to be perfect because we knew that, of course, certain things would come. But where are they being found out? Are they being found out probably, do you think? Or is there anything that if you were Carlo, you'd want to address quickly so that this doesn't continue?
I think what you're seeing is without James Rodriguez, this is the same old Everton that we come to know over the last few years. But we saw James Rodriguez at his absolute best to start the season, and you saw Everton respond in kind. Absent today, I think in games gone by, he's been on the park, but teams have figured out that as long as you stifle James Rodriguez, there's not a lot else from within Everton that can hurt you. Maybe Sigurdsson from a free kick, and as well as calvert-lewin has been doing. Once without James Rodriguez, they starve him of service. They don't have a lot else to hurt you, as I mentioned. For Everton, and I know you're going to bring this up, Alexis. The bigger talking point right now is Olsen and Pickford, which kind of came out of the blue for me. Leaving Jordan Pickford out, and not only did it come out of the blue, but I think Ancelotti added a little bit of the confusion or the concern on my part in saying that Pickford is going to play against Manchester United next week, which again just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So you have a team who are struggling creatively, uncertainty at the back, and probably a dressing room who has a number of players now kind of looking around at each other, scratching their heads, trying to figure out where it's going, and more to the point, how it turns right.
Well, you were exactly right. I was going to go straight to Jordan Pickford next because I know you love some goalkeeper talk. And we know he has been in the headlines so much over the last couple of weeks after his part to play in Virgil van Dijk's injury in the Merseyside derby. Do you not think it was probably somewhat beneficial, given all the bad press he's been copying, for him to just sit out and I guess regroup, I suppose, and then know he's coming back for a big game that is the one against Manchester United? Or are you still scratching your head with that too?
Well, quite possibly. A game on the sidelines might be what Jordan Pickford needs right now. Just separate himself from the game and look on. But that is a decision that on Ancelotti, well, if it's to be accepted as exactly that, Ancelotti, it's a discussion that Ancelotti has to have with Jordan Pickford, and they come to that understanding. Listen, all things apart, especially as a goalkeeper, you want to play. And you want to keep playing. So as much as that may be a possibility, it's a remote possibility, and one that I'm not sure. I'm not sure Jordan Pickford needed right now. Listen, it's a new season, and as much as we keep talking about how odd it is, given the fact that we had no no preseason, no real off-season, international duty in there. Maybe that's figuring into Ancelotti's thinking around Pickford. But this early into a season to be left out, unless you're thinking of using Olsen long term, and I know Ancelotti also said he wanted to give Olsen minutes. It just doesn't add up for me, you know. And given the speculation that continues to swirl around Jordan Pickford, if I'm Jordan Pickford and Ancelotti hasn't had that firm conversation with me, and we haven't come to that understanding together, I'm pretty concerned.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.